And once again, we're back here in Rockdale, Illinois at Sills. This is the Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon holiday party. This is the opening of the holiday party season. This kicks it all off. Everyone, well, except you, and you're invited probably next year. Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon, their clients, the customers, elected officials, all kinds of folks. And we're going to visit with as many as we can just to kind of share the festivities here tonight with you here on Channel 6. I'm Richard Fredrickson, and come along with me. All right, we are going to start with my good friend Val Rand, and I saw you early this morning at the Center of Economic Development 2013 report, and here we are in the evening hours. You are such a party animal.
Well, you know what? I'm finally recovering from surgeries and everything else, and being relieved, being on vacation, not vacation, but I left the big corporate world, and of course our stores have closed. So I'm looking around for something new to do right now.
Yeah,
so
well, you're always doing things. You're on committees, subcommittees. What particular outreach are you involved in right now?
I'm working with the Job Corps right now, working with processing kids into the real world after getting their training. I had no idea that the Job Corps was such a rewarding activity for kids, and I'm so impressed with the quality of kids that are going through the particular Joliet Job Corps. All I can tell you is they do an awesome job. They are very strict. It's a no-tolerance organization. Anything they deviate out of the rules. I love working with people like that. So
I've been out there in past years as well. And, of course, we're going to have Jan Larson is going to be coming up here, too.
Awesome.
She works out there.
Yeah, that's why I'm out there. She got me out there.
Good. Jan Larson?
I'm a mentor and a teacher. A mentor and a tutor.
Didn't we see something on Channel 6 earlier on that? I think there was some coverage.
On Channel 6, and I think you also saw an article in the newspaper about a week ago. I'm working with processing these kids out with their resume. I do the mock interviews with them and all that kind of stuff.
So tough times for these kids.
I do so. And no, I do. And these kids are awesome. And you know what I find neat? Break comes and all the kids run. Some of these kids say, Mr. Rand, can we just sit and talk to you personally? I'm just moved by that.
Yeah.
These kids, you know what? I just want to take them home. I come home and tell my wife, I want to take these big boys, put them on my knee and tell them, keep on that track you're on because you're doing a beautiful job. They really are. I'm so thrilled to be part of that organization.
We're thrilled to have you here. Just look in the camera, and it's the holiday time. This is the start of you can give your Christmas greeting.
Well, I will do this. Merry Christmas to everybody. And everybody, keep in mind that we're all celebrating, and don't be afraid to say Merry Christmas. That's what it's all about. That great creator that is giving us opportunity for living well and following rules, and someday we'll all the hurt that we have now we'll never see. So I'll just say that's my Christmas wish for everybody. So
thank you, Val. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is such a great time, and what a great party this is. I have one of the soon-to-be partners of Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon. When you see this show, it'll be just a matter of weeks, because January 1, 2014, Mary Lancaster, new partner, Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon.
Thank you very much. Very proud to be. It's been a long road, and I've worked very hard, and I've worked with some really good people, and I'm very proud to be at that level.
I know that we talked to you earlier on Channel 6. You gave all the credit to all the different partners and staff and the managers and the crew in the past that you've worked with.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure for me. We had the interview. Now we're going to probably next week, when you're listening to WJOL, I'm going to have you on the business report. We're going to do this a little more in length with you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to give your greeting out to the folks, and usually you have your producer, director, executive here with you, Thomas, Natalie too. Well, Natalie will be coming. I know that.
He's coming. He had to come from work, so we had to split up, which is hard. Do you hate driving separately?
Yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that.
Anyway, well, you want me to tell you a little bit about the firm? What do you want me to
You can do whatever you like to do. You're a partner. You can do whatever you want to do.
That's right. I guess I would say come see us. If you're not sure whether you're big or small or just starting out, come to see us. We do everything. Basically everything, from not-for-profits to personal tax returns to corporate to partnerships to businesses just starting out, consulting, trust and estates. I think I've covered basically all of it.
I think about all of them except for one thing. They're also great as party planners.
Yes. Somebody asked me if now that I'm partner, if I could be in charge of where the food is located at the party. So I plan on taking all these important roles on, right? That's what everybody really thinks about. But no, I'm very pleased. And as you can see, we have a great mix of clients and people in the community that come to our party every year. This is like... this party has been around for years. How long have you been involved with Wermer
I think
Rogers?
I've been doing these kind of things, and then prior to that, probably about 10, 12 years.
I remember my parents going to Wermer Rogers and Maher's Christmas party.
Well, this goes way back. This part, we should get Ed Marceau or someone to tell us.
Yeah, definitely. So it's definitely a big deal in Joliet, and people love to do it, and we love to include our clients in it. You know, it's a great way to kind of celebrate and thank them for everything.
Well, it's become. See, you've got your groupies coming in here on television, and they want to say hello to Mary Lancaster, new partner. And one of the things why we do this is the kickoff for the party season. So now it's okay to have a Christmas party.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you very
Richard.
much.
Thank you very much.
Bye now. Nancy Schultz-Foots is with us, the county clerk of the great county of Will, and you're looking spectacular tonight.
Thank you. I always look forward to this occasion because this is like our first holiday Christmas party to start off the season. So
it really is. It's a delight to have so many. You know, Larry Walsh is here, and he summed it up. He said, you know, you look at and listen. This is Joliet. Neighbors, friends, people have known each other for years, and he said it's all about relationships.
It's really, and every year you get to talk to different people, and people like tonight somebody saved our seats for us because they know every year we're going to come. We just look forward to it, and I'm like, so I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and the most important thing is that we have good health.
Yeah, and now you're relaxed and having a wonderful holiday and great Christmas. But 2014, you got to get back to work, right?
Well, I've been back to work. I've already been working. Last Monday was the last day for people to file their petitions, and so now we're in the objection state. And then before you know it, we'll be starting voting for the March 18th election. Yeah. But the most important thing that our residents, the last day to register to vote for the March 18th election is February 18th. Because it's right around the corner, and sometimes people forget about people with the holidays going on. I want to make sure that the residents remember if you change your address or you just move into Will County, make sure you register to vote for the March 18th election.
Got it. Okay, here's your moment now in history to be able to say Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas to the folks.
Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. I wish everybody the best of health for 2014.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Well, traveling all the way from, what is that town?
Plainfield.
Plainfield. Mike Kelly here with us. Michael, let's see, each year you come in here and usually you sing, but we won't have you sing today.
Please.
We're delighted to have you here. We give you an opportunity to give a little greeting out here. And you're also on, let's see, what board is that you're on?
I was on the Plainfield School Board for 16 years, but I'm not anymore. I retired.
All right, well, retired from the school board, but you're not retired from a great business.
No, Plainfield, I have my Plainfield Prudential office and right downtown Plainfield on Lockport Street.
One of the best looking downtowns you're ever going to see.
Absolutely.
Next to Joliet, but great for what it is. Plainfield is a delight to be in.
Sure.
Do they have the creche up out? Is that creche
Yes,
up?
everything's up there. They just started all the decorating downtown. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, get down to downtown Plainfield as well. It's beautiful down there. Michael, I'm going to give you an opportunity to say hello to the folks and your holiday greeting.
I just want to wish everybody, especially thank Wermer, Rogers, Doran Ruzon for the party. It's just wonderful every year. It's just great. Lots of great people and lots of great service there. And all the people of Plainfield and Joliet, Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year.
Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Tony Urimovic, former council member of the city of Joliet, author, teacher, professor. What am I missing?
You covered it all pretty much.
You're a busy guy. Thanks for coming by. What are you doing these days?
Now I'm retired from the college and the council, but I'm still doing some research and teaching up at UIC.
Yeah, I thought you were in Chicago.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So
You look great.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
You too. I do my best to stay out of trouble.
Well, I don't know. Well, yes, of course, of course. Well, we're going to give you an opportunity to talk to the folks a little bit, give your holiday greeting, and just enjoy yourself.
You can't live in a better city than Joliet, Illinois, and here in Rockdale, it's great too. But I do want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good. Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much.
You too.
Take care. Tom and Jan Coleman are here at the party, and we're getting squeezed together here because there's a lot of people here at the Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon holiday Merry Christmas party here at Sills in Rockdale. And Jan Coleman, I've asked this for every council person I've talked to tonight because I'm old and I can't remember. How many years have you been serving in the council?
Well, I'm serving, this is my 10th year. It'll be my 10th year in April. And
Can you believe that?
I cannot believe it. It seems like yesterday I was just elected to the city council. I know.
Well, I'm going to have you do this real quickly, and just like we rehearsed. The first year you're a council person, and now this year. What are the major one major difference that stands out between that first year and this year?
It's a whole new council to work with.
Well, there you go. But it was new when you first started.
Well, it was new when I first started, but I knew most of the folks on the city council at the time. And then one by one, we were getting new people, and so you have to get to know each other and see how each other works and what they're interested in and what their priorities are as well, so you can work together.
Well, is there one thing that you'd like to say to the viewers watching us tonight as you're here at the party? Excuse me. The one nugget that the city council is working on or has been successful in 2013, or what you're looking forward to in 2014?
Well, actually, I'm looking forward to the transportation center because with the University of St. Francis downtown Joliet on Chicago Street and the Joliet Junior College just putting up their new culinary arts building, I'm very hopeful that when the transportation, we start actually dig ground for that, it'll attract more restaurants because we have the beautiful Rialto Square Theater and more foot traffic, and not so much retail downtown, but I'd like to see, different boutiques, restaurants. We need to be a destination place, and I think that would be the way to go.
You bet. Thank you, Jan. I'm going to have Tom, we rehearsed this now, Tom is going to give the Christmas greeting.
Okay. Merry Christmas to everybody and have a happy and safe New Year.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jan.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Always a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you. All right, we have Mr. Chet Chun here, Counselor.
How do you do?
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. I think you're the first person I've said that to tonight.
It's a Christmas party. I mean, everybody's got a bread on it.
It's the beginning of the holiday party season here in Rockdale at Sills and the Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon holiday party. And if ever there's an opportunity or you need to know anything at all about elder law, this is the man. This is the man with your law firm. Tell the folks a little bit about the background on elder law, briefly, and in your law office.
Elder law, my partner Jennifer Lynch and I do a lot of work with elder law. My background, I grew up in Joliet. This is my hometown, and I went to the University of Iowa Law School. But how I got into elder law, I worked in Medicaid. I was vice chair of the Commission to Revise and Rewrite the Medicaid program, appointed by Governor Thompson in the late 70s. I helped rewrite the Mental Health Code Act in the late 70s also. And then I wound up being assistant director of the Illinois Department of Public Health and was in charge of nursing home enforcement. So my brother in about 86 called and said, come on home, you can't get rich legally in state government. So I came home, and I have a background in Medicaid and nursing homes and a lot of elder issues and people with disabilities. And that's how I got into that.
There's got to be a rewarding kind of law that you're into, because you're not dealing with criminals necessarily of the kind that, you'd be robbing banks and things like that. And I see your ad in the paper, and I know we've had you on Channel 6 and on WJOL. Also, there's another thing that this man does. It'll be coming up about this time next year. Elections will be coming up, and you're always with WJOL, kind of giving a little commentary on it.
Yeah, I'm the resident Republican on election night, and Glenn Markham tries to beat me up every election, and he has been successful in the last couple. Hopefully, 2014 will be the Republican year.
It'll be an interesting year. Chet Chu, give a little bit of a greeting, if you will, before you leave.
Merry Christmas to the whole world.
There you go. Thank you. Well, we have the senior partner with me right now, Wermer Rogers Doran Ruzon, and this is Mr. John Jack Rogers. It really is not only a pleasure, a privilege to be with you, and to know that every party, every reception that's held in the Joliet, Will County area, Jack Rogers is at?
It's for the food only. I go. No, we go to a lot of things. We support a lot of activities because this is our city and it's a good city and it deserves our support. And these organizations, this year I'm chairman of Cornerstone, but it's a typical organization of the kind we have in the city that undertakes social work of all sorts. So we ought to be very proud of that aspect of our city, especially.
I was talking to Mary Lancaster earlier, and she was talking about you and your advice to her as she came into the firm and said, now, what organization do you want to be involved in, correct?
Well, I did. And, of course, she's been very much involved in Zonta. And you know, of course, she's going to be a partner starting January 1st, and which makes us not unique, but we have now 2 women partners. And we had a meeting for one reason or other, and there were 3 men in the room and 17 women. So I think we've somehow broken the glass ceiling in our firm. But no, we have a great group of people. They're really talented, and I'm really just pretty much on the sidelines, but it's fun being there now at my age.
Well, you're not on the sidelines. You're continuing to be a great asset to Wermer Rogers, Doran Ruzon, and the community.
We've been very lucky. We came here, we started, we're 57 years old now, and we've grown every year since that time. So we got to be thankful. That's part of the reason for the party. Many of these people are our clients. Many of them have been kind to us many times over time, so we want to kind of return that favor.
How many years, we were trying to come up with the years, how many years have you had this party?
You know, I don't remember. I know it's 20, but it might be more than 20 years. Yeah, easily.
We'll put Ed Marceau on that. We'll have him Google that for us before the next interview.
Was he able to? I find it wonderful. I like to know myself. I try to remember a salient date that would tie it together, and I can't. I just know we've been coming here a long time. That what Sills has done for us is make this memorial. The service is great. The food is great. It's just a great activity.
Yeah,
we're very happy.
Thank you very much. Jack, you want to give a real quick holiday greeting?
Merry Christmas to you all, and remember, starting January 1st, it's tax season.
Thank you. Well, all right, we have Judge Dinah. Don't help me.
I won't.
Archambault. Is that close?
Archambault.
Oh, I came so close.
That's right.
Well, Judge, it's great to have you here today, and you're among so many friends. I saw the hugging going on there with your girlfriends.
I love my girlfriends. I've seen so many people I haven't seen in a long time. It's wonderful.
Jack Rogers said that that's one of the reasons they have this party is because there's so many friends that, for one reason or another, you don't see each other as often as you'd like.
That's right. And just look around. Everybody's smiling. They're in the holiday spirits. It's great.
Now, I just talked with Nancy Voots, and she's getting all the petitions ready and doing all the mechanics of the election. You're involved in the 2014 elections, are you not?
Dick, I am. I'm running in Sub-Circuit 2 for a circuit judge position that opened up. But I don't go see Nancy. I had to file in Springfield. So I got my petitions filed in Springfield.
You're all set then.
I'm all set.
When is election day?
Well, primary's in March, but November 4th is the general election.
Okay, so that's the one that you're really looking at.
Well, both, but I have no competition on my side in the primary. So
you're looking ahead to November?
I'm looking ahead to November.
So just give me a little tutorial, if you would. Sub-Circuit 2, did you say?
Sub-Circuit 2.
What does that cover?
That encompasses Joliet, Shorewood, and Rockdale.
Oh.
And it's a new position that opened up. I'm an appointed judge. I'm an associate judge since 2007. And the elected judges are the circuit judges, and that's the position I'm going for.
And that's a huge territory. I don't get what they call a sub. I mean, it's huge.
You know, it's interesting because even though it's a sub-circuit position, we serve all the citizens of Will County. So it's
great.
Interesting.
You have an opportunity now to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the folks out there.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Councilman Mike Chirk, first of all, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, Richard.
It's great to have you here. I see you brought Mr. Joe Shatina with you.
We did, yeah. Joe, longest serving consecutive years on the city council, 36 years. So and he's down here tonight along with my wife. So
now he still serves on, what is that, the zoning board or
Joe's
the
on the Plan Commission.
Plan Commission. I thought so. Yeah.
And he wants to stay involved, and he's doing a great job, and he's a good friend.
Yeah, well, we'll try to grab him a little bit later on.
Sure.
Mike Trick, how many years have you been on the council?
I've been on 26 years.
Okay. Compare that first year to this year.
Oh boy, a lot of changes. You know, we came on, when I came on, things were a little bit tight, and then we in the early 90s, 90, 92, the Riverboat Gaming Act was passed, and we're fortunate enough to have 2 operators in Joliet. And you know, at its heyday, we were bringing in about $36 million a year in Riverboat Gaming money. We helped schools, we helped different organizations, and helped our budget, kept taxes down, and then the recession hit, and things were tough again. But thanks to our staff and our former city manager Tom Thanis and our new city manager Jim Hock and the staff down there, we're working our way out of it, and we're in much better financial condition than we were.
So you get it all right here. The whole thing right there in about 30 seconds for you.
But
it's good to see you. Give you a little Christmas greetings to some of your constituents out there.
I'd like to thank Wermer Rogers, Doran Ruzon for hosting this event, and it's a great firm. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and hope they have a great, blessed, and happy, safe New Year.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks, Richard.
Thanks, so. Take care. Well, Mr. Randy Green, General Manager of the Rialto Theater, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Richard.
We're days away from It's a Wonderful Life. That's coming up at the Rialto. Are you kind of breathing a sigh of relief? Festival of Trees successfully concluded.
Yeah, it really was. It was a great week. Thanks to so many people who made it such a great occasion at the Rialto, and for the thousands of people who came through to see the beautifully decorated trees and wreaths. You know, it was a week that just went by in a blur, and all of a sudden it's over with. But it was a lot of fun for us.
A lot of fun, and a lot of fun for the folks who were there. Now this year, a couple of new innovations for logistically for your concessionaires, your food vendors who were there. People were allowed up on the stage, which was how difficult a decision was that?
Well, actually, it was pretty easy. Once we kind of ran it by all the caterers, and they enjoyed having more room. But also because of the popularity of the event and how great the food is provided by our caterers, it gave them a lot more area to work. And I think for all in all, people enjoyed having the opportunity of getting up on the stage of the Rialto and enjoying a lot of great food and having a little more room to kind of roam around and see the beautiful wreaths and trees.
Let me put this water down for just a second.
And it is water.
Yeah, it is water. the one comment you may not have heard, because we always assume that, well, everyone who comes to Festival of Trees has been there before, been to a show, seen the Rialto Theater. Because I'm moving around doing interviews and talking to different people off or on the camera, there were a significant number of people who first have never been to the Rialto, but many had been to the Rialto but never up on the stage, and that was really special for them.
Well, there's some unique opportunities, and first, especially if people have not been there before, to walk in and see the beautiful architecture of the theater, but to see it being decorated by the trees and wreaths for Festival of Trees is a big added bonus. And yeah, being on the stage of the Rialto, you usually have some sort of talent that you're able to do to earn your way up there, but certainly the opportunity to get up and get the perspective of an artist to look out on the stage and see what they see out there was a pretty special occasion.
When you're on that stage, what you realize is that they can see you. They're not just, they can see you. It's not like the light that we have right now.
Right.
One of the things that I wanted to make mention before I leave you go is that among the shows, and you can catch that here on WJO, is that Fridays? Thursday mornings, afternoons on 1340, where he updates the shows, and of course the newspaper, and the website is
www.rialtosquare.com.
But now with the party going on, I want to make a real quick mention as we close out. One of the real creative innovations that Randy Green came up with, and it's been a spectacular success, and that's these weddings and wedding receptions at the Rialto Theater.
And we do, scores of them every year. People will come in and have their weddings and receptions at the Rialto and enjoy the beauty of it. And it's great to see it used in a variety of ways, including getting new families started in their life.
Yeah. That's great. Well, give a little holiday greeting here, and
happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody, and come see us at the Rialto in 2014. We got a great season just announced and going on sale next week with 11 new shows being added to the schedule.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Richard.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. All right, we have special guests that just made their way from Homer Glen, and they're now in downtown Rockdale, and they serve, I don't know, we're going to find out. Home helpers are here, and on my left, your right, is Laura Zeiger. See, I had a 50-50 chance of doing that correct. But I do know this young lady, and she is an associate of this gentleman over here. His name is Ross Novak. I was supposed to take these off for the camera. I forgot them, yeah. But Ross Novak, and who's that other guy that is with you? Ed Curfin? Yeah, that guy?
Little Ed Curfin?
Yeah.
Little Ed.
From Home Helpers, they're on WJOL from, what is that, 9 to 12?
We're on from 10 to 1 every Friday.
10 to 1 every Friday, right after the ladies at WJOL. Great show on 1340, and a great company. Tell us a little bit about the company.
We do in-home care for seniors. That's the biggest part of our business. We specialize in Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. We take people from the beginning of care needs, say bathing, dressing, feeding, all the way through the last breath of life.
Very good. And I believe over here we have somebody in the insurance industry.
Oh, yes. I work for a Illini Care health plan, and we are a Medicaid-only health plan right now.
Good. Well, good. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Same with you. Now, the two of you look right in the camera there. You first and you second, and give your holiday greeting.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy New Year.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you again. Thanks.
Be well, Richard. Thank you very much, man.
John Girl, first of all, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
We're going to give you an opportunity to talk to the folks a little bit, give them a holiday greeting. But first, how many years on the council?
Well, about 2.5. Yeah, I've been in about 2.5 years.
2.5 years, City of Joliet, City Councilman, and at large or district?
I'm a district, actually District 3. I have pretty much the west side of Joliet, so pretty much everything west of Essington Road, and then I'd be south of Theodore. Actually go all the way out into Kendall County, so it's a big district.
I just learned, I think you're my councilman. I just learned that just now.
Good.
Nancy, make a note of that.
Okay.
We're going to get his telephone number, home number, cell number, all that.
No problem. But,
well, you've had a few years in.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know, I'll tell you, things are haven't quite completely turned the corner yet, but I'll tell you, things are looking up. We actually had a balanced budget this year. No increases in property taxes or fees. No reduction in services. We're actually looking at hiring a few more police officers. You know, about 3-4 years ago, we had a significant reduction in employee just because of the economic downturn. So we probably reduced city staff by about 200 employees, but we're looking at hiring some back this year, specifically some police officers. But things are looking up. The budget is balanced. A lot of economic opportunity actually going on right now in the city of Joliet. You know, with the Joliet Junior College's facility going up downtown, the multimodal facility, Center Point is doing very well. So there's a lot of reasons to be exciting, and I think we're seeing a little comeback in housing. I don't know if it'll be quite what it was 6-7 years ago, but we are starting to see some building permits.
Yeah, you drive around, you see some of that blue Tyvek out there. You know that things are happening.
Absolutely. You know what? And what that means is people are going to work. So we're excited about that.
Well, I know you're excited because this morning you are at the Center of Economic Development 2013 report up there front.
Yep.
And I wish we would have covered that because the director of the Economic and Commerce Department, was that right? I think that's it.
Yep, that's a mouthful.
He was up there giving his speech, and I don't think anyone out there or in the general public knows the other side of the story in the state of Illinois.
Absolutely. But what I like to try and focus in on is Joliet and Will County. Yeah. And we are I think we are the center of economic development in the state of Illinois right now. And we're excited. I'm excited for what's going on in the city of Joliet. So,
well, you're young enough to be there for quite a while. I talked to Mike Turk and I talked to Joe Shatina.
Yep.
And Joe had 36 years in. So.
And I'll tell you what, Joe gave wonderful service to the city of Joliet. We were lucky to have him. So,
good. All right. Well, give your greeting, if you would, to the folks.
Yeah, I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. This is one of my favorite times of the year, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I love the Christmas holidays, and just want to wish everybody in the city of Joliet and your families a very Merry Christmas. God bless you. Thank you. Thanks, Dave. You bet, brother.
Let me get your we have so many wonderful folks who have stopped by to give you a holiday greeting and then give you a little background of who these people are. All of those folks who are visiting Joliet, who are from Crest Hill. The mayor of Crest Hill is here with his lovely wife, Vicki. First of all, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and same with you, Mr. Mayor.
Merry Christmas to you.
How are things? How are things in Crest Hill these days?
Very well. We have a lot of new businesses opening up, and we have a lot of homes that are decorated in a very festive spirit. So I would wish that invite all our neighbors to come and ride through the city of Crest Hill and look at all the nice decorations that we have in the holiday spirit.
You know, really, Crest Hill has come a long, long way. When I think about what Crest Hill was like, say, 25 years ago, or Bolingbrook was like 25 years ago,
right,
or Romeoville was like 25 years ago, all three of these communities have done, as well as Plainfield, have done so much and in so many different ways that we take up an entire show, and someday we'll do that for you here on Channel 6. But what are one of the key things that you're most proud of?
Well, you know, we have had a lot of growth. We've changed the image of our city, I believe, in the last 4 or 5 years. We have a very professional staff now behind us, and we're trying to change the image, and I think we've done that very successfully. And we know that the economic development is different today, Richard, than it was 5, 6 years ago. You know, 5, 6 years ago, you could wait for developers to come knock on your door. That's not the way it is anymore. You have to be aggressive now. You have to offer incentives. You have to market your community, and you have to market them. And that's what we've done in the past 4 or 5 years, and we're starting to see the benefits from it. We've had a lot of new businesses come into the city, and it's good. It's good for the tax base. It's good for the growth of the city. It's good to bring jobs to our city.
Absolutely, and it's great to see the success of Crest Hill, because you're driving through, and I'm in Crest Hill every single day, and every day you see something new. Or I think I was talking with the city councilman from Joliet. When you're driving through Crest Hill and you see the blue Tyveks, you know things are happening.
Yeah, that's right. And we're very proud of the city. We got a long tradition. You know, we want to honor the traditions of our past, but we certainly want to look forward to our future also. And I think that we have a very bright future in Crest Hill. I'm very proud to be the mayor of Crest Hill, and we have a lot of great things to offer, not only to our residents, but to our visitors to come in. We got some great restaurants. We have some great businesses in the city, and, you know, we're there to serve everybody.
You bet. Now, are you ready for your speech? I'm just kidding you, Vicki. I kidded her before that we were going to have her sing, but we got to sing. What, as the First Lady of Crest Hill, yes, what would you like to say to the folks watching? And we're going to get you a DVD of this, and you'll play it on the Crest Hill cable.
All right, that's great. I just want to wish everybody a very happy, peaceful, and safe holiday season.
Perfectly done. Just like we rehearsed.
Exactly.
And I could say it is my wife's birthday tomorrow. She's going to be 28 tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
We're going to let you sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. It's like Marilyn Monroe did the president a few years ago.
And if I could just say Merry Christmas to all our residents in the city of Crest Hill, and Crest Hill has such a great relationship with the city of Joliet, with Mayor Girani and the board, and it's good to see the two communities working so closely together. We've always had a great relationship. As long as I'm the mayor, we're going to continue to have that relationship, and I think it's good for both cities. And I certainly want to wish Merry Christmas and a blessed and a healthy New Year, not only to the citizens of Crest Hill, but all the residents of Joliet also.
The Solomons here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. And happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
My first opportunity to meet the new city manager of the city of Joliet, Jim Huck. I want to just say, first of all, before I say Merry Christmas, welcome to Joliet. Great to have you here.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy to be here.
I've been watching you on Channel 6, and we do need to get a... excuse me, Julie, I'm going to see if I get a date with him, because we need to get you on Channel 6, sit down with you, get a little background, talk to you. We'll do that soon.
Good.
Okay? I promise.
Looking forward.
Yeah. So what's your, let's see, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? How long have you been?
3 weeks now.
3 weeks. So you got everything solved in 3 weeks. Now what are you going to do next?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to Christmas, the holiday season here, and it was a good time to come to Joliet, because I'm attending. Julie and I are attending a lot of these social occasions, and we're meeting all of the the movers and shakers around town.
Well, this is the party. Julie, Wermer Rogers, Doran Ruzon, I think, have been doing this for a little over 20 years.
Wow.
And it's a payback to their customers and their clients and a lot of the potential folks that they want to deal with. They do so much accounting and auditing that all of these folks come every single year, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year, and we're delighted to have you. Yes. And now, where are you folks currently living and moving, but where are you living now?
We're currently in Arlington Heights.
Arlington Heights. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Arlington Heights that you already know. Last Saturday, now it's 15 degrees out here right now, okay? Last Saturday it was like 40, 45 degrees for this 5K Santa Run. The Santa Run is running in Joliet because Lynn Lichtenauer, Joliet Central alumni director, found out that in Arlington Heights they have a Santa Run with 1,500 Santas. Did you know that?
No, but we live right across from a park where a lot of runs are initiated. It's on Schoenbeck, just north of Palatine. And when we first moved in there, we woke up on a Saturday to all these runners and the street being blocked off and cops and all that.
We like to do that in downtown Joliet. A lot of that either it's downtown or at Memorial Stadium. Those are two great venues here in Joliet. What's your overall take at the first 3 weeks of being here in town in regard to the city council and your Monday and Tuesday nights?
Well, I've had 2 council meetings now, and so I've got my feet wet just a little bit, but I think the council, we're looking forward to a strategic plan in January where the council can sit down and develop some community goals and become a very cohesive unit working together towards the future of Joliet.
Well, great. We welcome you again.
Thanks.
And I can just tell you this morning I had breakfast with Tom Thanis. He looked relaxed. He looked 10 years younger. And we were at the CED report this morning, and he just... So welcome. Now, here's the important part, Julie.
Yes.
Look at that camera, and you can give the official holiday greeting to Joliet.
Happy holidays, Joliet.
Or Merry Christmas, either one.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, absolutely.
It works? Okay.
Yeah, in this town, Merry Christmas works.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Great meeting you.
Meeting
you, Jim. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we continue to meet some great folks. Rick Casper and his lovely wife is over here, and she's with Big Brothers Big Sister. We're going to do the entire interview with you. What's your first name again?
Beth Casper.
And Beth has got some great news for those of you who may have missed it on Channel 6 about Big Brothers Big Sisters. We'll be right back to you in just a moment. Channel 6 did the coverage of a wonderful ceremony, a great ritual, an annual event at the Rialto Theater. Our camera guy, Ward Ambrose, was there, and he wanted me to make sure that I asked you how, because I didn't see it, and I wasn't there, what is it, and was it successful?
Lights of Love was very successful. It's an annual memorial tree lighting service that we perform at the Rialto Square Theater. This year we had about 1,500 people show up to commemorate their loved ones that had passed. Not all of them on hospice, but a way that we can remember our loved ones at this time of year.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It takes a lot to impress Ward, and he was very impressed. He said it's a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. So if that's something that is in your home, in your household, something you're thinking about, get involved in it next year, okay? And you can do that by contacting hospice. And how do they contact hospice?
815-740-4104 or joliethospice.org.
I think the website, you can get some information on that as well. Now, Big Brothers Big Sisters on Channel 6 about 3 weeks ago at that little shack that that Bergman little house there, that little beautiful home, and I want to thank the Bergmans because they're such beautiful people, and they opened the door particularly for Big Brothers Big Sisters. I think also for the American Red Cross, they're involved in that as well. But what took place?
We were able to burn the mortgage on our building, so the building is is ours free and clear, so we're able to help more and more children. And it's just a great opportunity for us to build more.
And particularly for you, because you're the finance director over there, you're the one who watches all the money going back and forth and all the costs and everything. One of the neat things about Big Brothers and Big Sisters is that it affords you an opportunity to get into someone's life. And with a boy or a girl, and I know by talking to Lisa, and I'll ask you this for our audience, there's still a need out there.
Yes, I think we have about 70 children that are still on a wait list who really do need mentors, and it's amazing the difference that one person can make in a child's life. And I encourage anybody who has the time and some energy to come out and help these children, because it is an amazing thing.
You bet it is. Thank you so much. And one thing I want to say about our hospice in Joliet, and you may not know this, but it is the only, you see a lot of advertising and marketing going on with other hospices, and God bless them, but Rick Casper and his board and the staff and the volunteers of the Joliet Hospice are the only non-for-profit hospice that are reaching out and helping and assisting our community.
That's right.
And so we thank you for that.
Thank you for that, and we really appreciate the community support. Thank you all.
Well, okay, you all set to give the greeting? You can say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a wonderful holiday season. From everybody at Joliet Area Community Hospice and Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Take care, guys. Thank you. My good friend Tony Davasi is here at the party, and it has been maybe 3 or 4 years since the last time we talked, but I want to be one of the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Same with you.
You know, I've learned so much from Tony Davasi. We're going to get to what you do for business, but what I found out through the years with Tony and his family, with the foundation and the outreach into India and here in the United States, and I'll embarrass him a little bit about the money and the finances that the family and Tony have given away to a variety of folks who are in need. Now that I've embarrassed you a little bit, what is your business?
My main business is financial planning. I have been in that business for 30 years and doing well. And I am also into charity. I started the charity by the name Care and Share about 22 years ago, doing very well. Last year we raised $90,000, and so far we raised $1.6 million, and doing well. I've been supported 150 institutions in the various parts of the world, and the cost of running the charity has been 2 cents on a dollar, so 98 cents goes to the charity. So I'm really happy with that part.
You spend just a couple of hours with Tony. You learn so much. I'm going to give you one nugget for you. This is Joliet, so there's a few Catholics watching us today, and this is something I know you don't know, and we're going to tell you right now. In India, there's a certain area in India that is very, very Catholic. Question number one, where is that? Question number one is, where is that located? And question number two is, how did that happen in a country that is significantly Buddhist and Hindu?
In what way? I didn't get the question.
In India, there's a district, a province, that is heavily significant Catholic. How did it become Catholic when you have a country that is populated mostly by Hindus and Buddhist and some Muslims?
Yeah. Actually, that part of the area is known as the state of Kerala, the southern tip of India, surrounded by the Indian Ocean. And we had the Christianity started about 2,000 years ago, because we had the Jewish community in our area. And St. Thomas came to our area in order to convert the Jewish people. But he couldn't succeed, so he converted the local Hindus. So Christianity goes back 2,000 years, and we are a very conservative Christian people. And even the new generation, youngsters, they are church-going. They yearly go for an annual retreat. So it is different compared to any part of India.
I thought that'd be a good Christmas story. Tony, if you would, give the holiday greeting to the folks watching us tonight from Tony Davasi.
Okay, I wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I am glad to see that we are almost out of the woods from the financial crisis. So a lot of people are back to work, and I'm very happy to see that the country is prospering. God bless America.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks so much. All right. Well, we have another partner here from Wermer Rogers, Doran Ruzon, and I just want to personally say to you, as I have the other partners, what a great party.
Yes, yeah, another good turnout, even though it's frigid out. Everyone coming in to get a little warmth, both on their skin and in their tummies, I think.
It's 17 degrees outside, maybe 15, but in here there's a lot of warmth, because if you can hear in the background, there are so many friends, so many neighbors, so many business associates, so many new people meeting some of the folks who've been here for how many years? I've asked this question of everybody and no one has the answer. How many years has this been going on?
It's been going on longer than I've been with the firm. I've been with the firm since '99. I think it's been going on since sometime in the 80s. So
Jack Rogers didn't know either.
Jack doesn't know. So if Jack doesn't know, nobody knows.
Over 20 years. Over 20 years, I know that.
Over 25.
Yeah. Over 25 years? Yeah, that's 1990. Yes. All right. Now, Howard, do this if you would. We've had a couple of the partners on, kind of taking the whole umbrella of what the company does. But what is your expertise in the company?
My expertise is primarily with the individual taxpayers, the closely held businesses, both for taxes and planning and consulting, and including business valuations. And I'm also an evaluation expert, a litigation expert, so I do a lot of work with the local attorneys, and not just in Will County. I've done work in Cook County, Kankakee County, Grundy County.
Now, the other thing that he's not prepared for, but I want to share it with you because he's been so successful in doing this. I look at him when he's on the Thursday morning radio show with me, is that, look at this guy. How much weight did you lose over in the last 2 years?
Well, actually, I've kept it off for 2 years. I lost about 50 pounds.
Yeah, it's amazing. You look great. And how did you do that?
Healthy eating and exercise. Geez, what a concept.
You mean you can't take a pill?
You don't need a pill. You don't need a fancy plan. You just need to fill up mostly with vegetables and fruits, still eat a little bit of meat, cut out a lot of the starches, and get out there and exercise at least 3 to 5 days a week.
I'm going to tell you, he looks great, and he looked fine the other time, kind of overweight like me. But now he's not, and every time I see him, I think I should. Well, New Year's is coming up. I'll make the New Year's resolution.
And I work over 2,500 hours a year, so if I can do it, don't say you don't have time to do it. Get out there, and you can get in 30, 40 minutes a day.
Yeah, you can do that. All right, a happy holiday greetings.
Yeah, definitely. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. Going to have a little brief thing we did on the radio coming up on our website for some year-end tax planning tips, and with a little luck, maybe we'll even get on a radio show again before year-end.
You will. What's the website?
WRDR.com.
There you go. Thank you very much, Howard.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. R. Dale Evans, always a pleasure to have you.
You too, Richard.
I love your bow ties. I love your outfits. They're great.
Thank you.
Last time I saw this gentleman, he was running up and down Chicago streets selling. What were you selling?
Actually, I was selling songs. We were singing Christmas songs to kick off the Christmas parade.
But didn't you have something that you were giving away?
They actually sell Christmas, the bells, the Santa bells that they were selling. But I was actually kind of getting the crowd all excited about the parade that was coming and the great announcing that would take place during that parade.
Thank you. What are you doing these days?
Well, actually, I'm still with the Housing Authority of Joliet and doing what we do every day, but we've actually got an event coming up. It'll be our 7th year doing the Martin Luther King Day of Service.
Is that housing, or is that your other?
Actually, we're doing that in partnership with the Will County Housing with the Community Services Council of Will County Incorporated. And what we do is we identify projects from different social service agencies, primarily United Way agencies, and they submit projects to us that they'd like to have done on Martin Luther King Day, which is January 20th, 2014. Then we put together teams of volunteers that go out to those sites. They complete those projects in 3 hours. We come back, we have lunch, and then we take the rest of the day off. It's going to be huge this year too, Richard.
Now, when is it going to be, and again, where is it going to be?
We're going to actually be meeting this year at the Joliet West High School cafeteria. And for those who are interested in volunteering, they can call 724-4211. Erica Williams with Catholic Charities as our volunteer coordinator, and she's taking the calls from the volunteers to come out on that day. Got a great call today from the students at Joliet West High School. They're going to send 175 kids out on that day to remove the wreaths out at the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Cemetery on that day.
Fantastic. Oh,
and that's just one of the 15 or 20 projects that we'll do on that day.
How many years have you been doing this? Relatively new.
We've been doing it actually now for 7 years.
Really?
Yeah, we did it for 3 years. We did it out at the University of St. Francis, is where we had our launch, which is what we call our kickoff. We have breakfast for our volunteers that's provided by different organizations throughout the town, restaurants, and then we have a little program, and then we send out those volunteers, people who sometimes don't know each other, that go out and do this work together at an agency. It could be a Cornerstone Services, it could be Boys and Girls Club, it could be a Catholic Charities agency where they just go in and disinfect the daycares during that day. We're welcoming families. We've had volunteers as young as 3 years old that come out with their parents on that day and put in some volunteer service on that day. So we try to make it a day on and not a day off.
That's great. Dale Evans, always great to see you and have you. And give us your holiday message.
Okay, I'll cut to the chorus. It says, although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
And I saw the elf walk right in front of you there, too.
Yeah, I did, too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
thank you. Okay, Mr. Larry Walsh, our
Richard, how are you?
County Executive.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
It's this is a great party, isn't it?
Absolutely, one of the best there is in the Christmas season, you know, and Jack and all of his staff and all his people do a tremendous job of saying thank you to the community for the business that they have during the course of the year and the activities that go on, you know, and that's what this community is all about. You know, it's really is that long time relationship, friends. Business relationships have been created over the years, and so at the end of the year, when it's a time of saying thank you, it's a time of being thankful for what the business, you know, how successful we were and stuff like that. You know, what a great opportunity for a very, very successful business here in Joliet, Will County, come to a very successful restaurant that has been here for years and years and years, and to everybody come together, holiday spirit, and have a good time.
You bet. Larry, I know you were at the CED 2013 annual report this morning, and I know that you and I think Dick Schuster's your camera guy. You'll be back on because there's one of the things that I learned this morning was that the county and the state need to get the word out that we're not in as bad a shape.
That's exactly
right. It's not a total negative picture.
That's exactly right. We are not the worst there is in the United States of America. Right. I just took a trip earlier this fall, great trip out to the New England states, and when I get out and wherever I go, I like to read the local editorials and everything in the local papers, and they all have the same problems that we have.
Well, they're the worst.
But yeah, exactly. But you know, they say that there. Why is Vermont worse off than New Hampshire or Maine or whatever it is? And so what we need to do is to tell the story about what we are really doing good. And as you heard this morning, the director made some comments that we are very good in some of the things that we are doing. Job creation in the Midwest is huge here in Illinois. And so the only problem we are facing is we don't have a plan on how we get the story out to the general public.
And hopefully we get that. Give it a little moment here and wish the folks a happy holiday.
Well, I wish everybody in Will County a very, very happy holiday and a very Merry Christmas and a healthy 2014. We got a lot to be thankful for here in our county. We got great communities, we got great schools, we got great service organizations, and we need to be very, very positive about what we, what we're thankful thankful for, and continue down the road for everybody to be prosperous in 2014.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Dick.
Here's the only other guy besides Dale Evans who could sing for you, and I'm not going to ask you to do that. Merry Christmas, Eric Schelling.
Merry Christmas to you.
Eric Schelling, Vice President of Lending at People First Bank, also many times co-hosting the show with me on WJOL during the Business Report at 1340 at 9:05 on Thursdays, and also busy at the bank. And what's coming up in 2014, I learned this morning that you're going to be the chairman for Morningstar Missions, big gala and fundraising event coming up in 2014. Tell us about it.
You know what that is that's the annual black tie event that they have for the Morningstar Mission, with the proceeds benefiting the Mariel Whitendorf Family Center, which is for families that have, a disadvantaged situation, whether it be fundamentally it's to provide their housing, but any other needs that they may have to be catered to. The mission takes them in, clothes them, feeds them, rehabilitates them if needed, and puts them back out, into a quality of life that, has been nurtured over time. And, I've been privileged enough. This is my second year coming up to chair the event. I've been involved for 4 years, getting involved with, gathering the sponsorship and actually putting on the actual event. But I couldn't be more privileged to be a part of that.
Well, there's so much stuff to talk to you about, Eric, because he's involved in so many different things, his church and different ministries, and I know that you're also with the bank's assistance. Many of the staff of the bank go out. There's a men's group at the mission called Club 180, yes. And you meet with them on a weekly basis or periodically?
What we have been able to do over the last couple of years, Richard, is sponsor and facilitate their Christmas party. These are gentlemen who may have become dependent on either alcohol or drugs, and they check themselves in voluntarily to the mission, and the 6-month program is something that it's very regimented. They have to play by the set of rules that have been laid before them. And what some of these gentlemen will do is every night, in addition to the volunteers at the mission, they will serve and or cook the meal. So this one night of the year, we get to let them go over to the Silver Spoon. Nick Christos and his guys put on a great meal. We lead them in, whether it be, it's time to play some cards, sing some carols, do a brief devotional, just assist them with, and reward them for the work that they're putting into changing their own lives.
Great. Eric Schelling, thank you so much with People First Bank, and you'll be hearing and seeing a lot more of Eric Schelling. He's going to be around a long time. I don't want to call him a community activist, but he's involved in our community, and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
And we thank your wife for being so patient with you out all the time.
Happy holidays.
Take care. Duffy Blackburn, the last time I saw you, you were in a Santa outfit.
Yeah, the last time I saw you, I was in a Santa outfit.
Yeah, a great Santa 5K run was last Saturday, according to when we're taping this. And now, you are currently, let's see, you were going to run for one, and you said no, but you are currently
the Will County Auditor.
Yeah. And I want to make sure you people know the difference between the auditor and the treasurer, and you're going to give us just a brief kind of a tutorial on that.
Sure. The treasurer first. You probably know them by, you get their tax bills, you pay the taxes, they collect it, they invest it, and then they pay it out to everybody else. Now the auditor is much different. We look at all the expenses, all the performance, and we analyze how the county is using its money, and we make sure that what the money is what they say the money is.
And before becoming the county auditor, where were you working?
Before I was working as county auditor, I was working for a well-known CPA firm called Wermer, Rogers, Doran Ruzon, and I was mentored by Jack Rogers, by Jim Ruzon, by Ed Marceau, Greg Miller, Dave Meyer, Mary Lancaster, who's the new partner. All of them, they had so much knowledge, and I went into my new role as county auditor, and now I'm learning a lot from everyone now.
Well, you're doing a great job, and it's
appreciate
great to
that.
have you out in the community.
Yes, yeah,
Do you have an
thank you.
opportunity to say Merry Christmas to the folks out there?
Yeah, thank you. My wife can't be standing next to you, Richard, right now, but if she was, I think she's having maybe the pickled herring. But we want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone, and take care, be safe. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Well, can you hear the engines roaring and the speed just up a little notch here during the Christmas party here at Wermer Rogers Duran Ruzon? There's a reason for that, because Tom and Sally Bagley are here from Chicagoland Speedway.
Yes, Audubon Country Club, next door.
And right next door, the Audubon. And I thought I saw some Chicagoland Speedway, but one of my absolute favorite places, and John Leach, I lost him. He was here before, and John Leach took me out there about 4 years ago. My first visit, been back 2 or 3 different times, and this gentleman has been such a great host, and he learned all of that from his lovely wife. And how did
Yeah, we learned it together. Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's happening out at the Audubon.
Well, right now it's very slow because we shut down for the off season, but we're getting ready for next season, making some improvements and getting the track ready. Another big season coming up.
And tell the folks, there's about 3 people out there who don't know exactly what goes on at the Audubon.
Well, it's a country club, same kind of format as a golf club, where you have a lot of members that participate and pay dues and get very involved all the time and can drive their cars anytime they like, 6 days a week, every day but Monday, and for 7 months out of the year. And of course we have other functions. There's a ladies' day. We do a lot of training also of groups that want to improve their driving. Some just want to have fun, do it as a motivational function. So there's a lot of activities.
Yeah, and one of the things out there as well, and I know you know about this too, and I forgot about this, but there's a great room out there for, I don't know, wedding receptions, meetings, seminars. It's a great room, and that's available, correct?
Yes, and we have a wonderful chef, an award-winning chef, Peggy Gertis, at the United Cerebral Palsy Chefs.
Oh, the chef tasting thing?
Yes,
yeah.
The last 3 years, she's won first place, and second place on the 4th year. But I mean,
Well, she's out there, and that is, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know that. That's great news. And maybe you're looking at 2015, looking at late 2014, in planning your receptions. This is certainly one place to. Is there a website that you can go to?
Yes, if you go to AudubonCountryClub.com, it has a lot of information there. You have to do a little searching. It's like a lot of sites. It has a lot of information, but it has pretty well outlined what's available.
Okay, you just scroll down, you'll find it.
Right.
Okay, well now here's the easy part. Just look at the camera, and I'm going to give you both a chance to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.
And survive the winter. We'll be back in the spring.
There you go. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, this is the moment that I wait for all night long, is when David Meyer, partner at Wermer Rogers Duran Ruzon, and his lovely, young, and beautiful wife, and your name is?
Jan.
Jan, yeah. Mm-hmm. Same as last year. That's good. That's very good.
The same girl this year. Same wife. Yeah.
Well, first of all, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
I'm delighted to have the two of you here. And Dale Evans he was singing a little song, but I know that you write your own original song. So I'm going to give you that opportunity here. I'm just going to hold the microphone out. This is, this is the Rockdale IL. Right now.
Oh, you're holding it?
I'm going to hold
okay.
it. You guys sing.
All right, ready?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
May the
Your merry bells keep ringing. May your every wish come true.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. While the calendar keep ringing.
Happy holidays
to you. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you. And thanks for having the party for us. Thank you so much. I've asked every partner this, and not one has known the answer. Let's see if David Meyer has the answer.
The square root of the hypotenuse is equal to the... No,
that is correct. How many years has they had this party?
At this location?
Yes. Oh, the party, the Christmas party.
34.
You just grabbed that out of the air. That's great. We'll see a little bit. Okay, well, finally, she's had so many people talking to her and shaking hands and welcoming Representative Natalie Manley here, and I get a chance because I've been trying to get this woman on my Channel 6 interview for, I don't know, since you were elected. And you've been busy, but we do need a date.
You're the busy guy.
No, I want to get
There's a long line for that show.
For January, we definitely have to get you lined up.
That would be a good idea. Before I head back to Springfield, that'd be great. I'd really enjoy it, actually.
Now, here's an interesting thing. The two of us were at a breakfast this morning, and I don't know if you were able to catch his speech, but the director of Illinois Department of Commerce, and there's some other names on that department. Did you catch any of his speech? Or did you have to leave because they had the radio show?
I had to.
No, I know that.
Yes, I sat in the back of the room and slipped out. I said hi to everyone, but I had to go, so I didn't miss it.
Well, I'm just going to give you a little nugget as a representative of what took place. I mentioned the same thing to Larry Walsh and a few others. What he said was so positive and was so news to people in that room. We hear about all businesses leaving Illinois. It's a negative state. We're broke, we're corrupt, yada, yada, yada. And this young man, this director, who looks like he's 17 years old, but he's got credentials a mile long, very good speaker, but he articulated all of the positive things about the state of Illinois that I'm sure you know. But here's the bottom line for this department as a listener to it, and so I'm talking to my state representative right now, okay? Mm-hmm. We need to get that message out, because the negative message in Illinois
It's funny that you say that. Well, Mary and I, first of all, I want to congratulate Mary Lancaster, who was just made partner of Wermer, Rogers, Doran Ruzon. Well-deserved. Mary is a wonderful example to professional people everywhere. Fantastic move on Wermer Rogers' part. Well, she's my best friend in the whole world, but I got to tell you, she's been a great example for many things, professionally, just as a human being. She's fantastic. So congratulations to Mary. This morning on the show, Mary and I talked about how there's so much negativity in the press. And they'll say, negativity sells, and that's what people want to hear. I don't believe that. I believe that there's a lot of positive things out there, and that I think we're obligated to focus on that, to help pull people out of this negative mindset. I think we need to do that. And so hearing the man talk about the positive things that are going on, that's important. And there is great things going on in the state of Illinois. We certainly have our challenges. That's without
There's
question.
a lot of work to be done yet, but if I was going to do, and I don't want to do this, because I did it years ago on radio, but if you did a man on the street or a woman on the street interviews, you would not get a positive comment from most people about the state of Illinois.
Negativity is contagious. And so I will admit there are many, many challenges, but there is a lot of good things that is being done, that has been done, and that we need to focus more on that. So it's great to hear that he was doing that. And I know that in Will County, we have this wonderful landscape for business. And so the state has to partner with businesses so that they will be successful. I think everything trickles down from there. We need the businesses here because we need the jobs. And we need the jobs so people can get to work. And we need them to get to work so that we can get the economy moving.
We're going to talk more in January. I'm going to sit down with the state representative, and we'll have more of that. Like Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story.
Do you know why I know so much about this stuff? Because I worked for Wermer, Rogers, Doran Ruzon for 20 years. So I was raised professionally within this firm, and I'm so proud to have been part of it. They're wonderful people, and I can't tell you, excellent integrity, credentials, fantastic. You're in good hands with them. They're still my family.
And they're your family, too. Natalie, go ahead and give your Christmas and your holiday greeting to the folks out there.
I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Be safe, be healthy, and think positive.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. All right, Mr. Ed Marcel, congratulations. What a great party, my man. It's fantastic, huge success again.
As usual, we always have a great turnout, and we're very appreciative of all the people that come and see us. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. Thank you.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed our party. Wermer Rogers, Doran Ruzon, the senior partners, and just had a delightful time here tonight. We just thought we'd share it with you as we do each year. It's the opening, so it's okay. The key of the party lock has been opened up. You start your party season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Wermer Rogers, Doran Ruzon, and yours truly, Richard Fredrickson. Take care.